Will Obama be the first president to become a billionaire after being president after his presidency?
No.
Absolutely not.
So wait, let's go around. Hold on. Let's go around. So Felipe says no. John says yes. Carlito?
I only see it one way, and that's because of my love of basketball. I know that they were trying to get him to be an investor in one of the franchises, either the Clippers when they're up for sale or somebody. And that way, just because he's Obama, they're going to cut him a deal, and then he could gain wealth over time by the valuation going up or whatever team he goes in, because his name is going to carry weight and help him buy the team, whatever ownership group he joins. And they were trying to get him in one of those before. That's the only way I see it right now.
Okay.
What team?
Well, before they were trying to get him in a group to buy the Clippers, but whatever group don't have as much money as Ballmer, so they couldn't.
Forget about that.
He's gonna be a billionaire, and we're talking about our lifetime, right?
Hold on, I still gotta finish going through everybody. So Carlito, yes or no? Come on.
I'm gonna say no.
No. So 2 no's, 1 yes. I'm a yes. Gabe.
Say no.
So that's. Go ahead. You gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna say right now they're worth $40 million.
Yeah.
They'd have to invest all of that $40 million into something that's gonna have 20x return in order plus, and they have to do all of the 40. If they invested only 20 into one thing, it would have to have 40x return. So it's possible in theory, but it doesn't seem like it.
All right, Izzy.
Hell no, because to Gabe's point, this country is going to implode long before that ever happens. And I'm dead serious about that. So no, there's no way he's going to have enough time. Even if he had the skills, he's not going to have the time.
All right, so let me make first. Let's go through. I'm going to put up this Wikipedia. This is the list of the United States presidency, their net worth, and I'm just going to read a couple things here real quick. So, all presidents beginning with Calvin Coolidge have written autobiographies. So that's one way that presidents have become millionaires, by writing books after their presidency. In addition, many presidents, including Bill Clinton, have earned considerable income from public speaking after leaving office. All right, and then let me say this other fun fact. Truman was among the poorest U.S. presidents with a net worth considerably less than 1 million, and his financial situation contributed to the doubling of the presidential salary to $100,000 in 1949. So he was so poor they felt bad from the increase the salary for the presidency.
Really struggling.
Yeah, 1949. That's some good money then. I'm sure inflation, that's probably around 300,000 or 500,000 and out today's money. So this is the point where I want to bring up though. This is like the list of the height of their wealth, right? So right now, Obama is at number whatever this is. He's at, like Gabe said, $40 million. But this is what caught my curiosity. George Bush, we always knew he was rich. We always knew he was a millionaire. He has $39 million, which is less than Obama. And we know Obama, I think he went into the presidency. I think he still owned student loans, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure he was not a millionaire until maybe he wrote his book. And that's when he first got a taste of being a millionaire. But now he has 40 million after how many years? Just 4 years out of his presidency.
He already wrote his book.
And he already wrote his book before that.
But how many books he got in him? I mean, maybe
so now I know he has a Netflix deal. I know that. So I don't know how much that's worth.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm talking about with ways they could become a billionaire. He could cut a deal here, cut a deal there. He's doing speeches here. When you do a speech, go ahead, Felipe, go ahead.
I think you're underestimating how much $1 billion is. Like, he could get $100 million from his Netflix deal. That's what, 10% of $1 billion?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because Obama's not going to buy. Obama's not buying real estate or investing or anything.
He's not trying to invest. He doesn't need to. The guy has the entire 60% of the country loves the guy without fault. He doesn't need anything else. He's not some dirty rich guy. He's not trying to set up his great grandkids.
Is it?
He's not trying. No,
Yeah, I
to
don't
be a
know
billionaire.
about that.
I think to
I
be
don't
a
know.
billionaire.
Show your work.
To be a billionaire.
Show your work.
To be a billionaire, you can't just be super incredibly financially savvy. There needs to be some amount of luck involved, and there's so many like insider trading laws that regardless of still getting presidential reports or anything,
Insider
he's
trading.
not.
We don't prosecute that out here. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we don't
That don't
prosecute
happen.
that.
You gotta. The only way you
we
get
don't-
caught for
Republicans
doing
don't-
stuff like that is if you rob
being
some
a
other rich
Democrat.
people.
Nah,
Felipe,
if you're
you're
a
wrong.
Democrat, you get.
Wait,
you
hold
get
on.
paid for
Let me moderate real
trading.
quick because I don't want everybody to talk over each other. Carlito, make your point, and then we're going to.
Listen, the only way you're gonna get caught for insider trading is if you piss off a rich white person. That's about it.
Yeah,
As long as you
Obama's
all
black. That's all you
together,
need to do.
if everybody's making money, they don't care. When all this stuff, I mean, come on, it's impossible.
I think, Felipe, I think Obama's out here shilling for these rich people. They're going to pay him back somehow, and he knows they're going to pay him back somehow. And that's where my intuition, my theory comes in on this whole thing. It was solidified when he talked to Chris Paul, who's the president of the union of the basketball of the NBA, and got them to get back in line. And anytime the rich and the corporations need him, he's right there for them, and they're going to reward that, and he knows that.
$1 billion is a lot.
I
Yeah,
hate.
no. You remember when
Jay-Z's
people
a
were like,
billionaire.
oh, no.
We're
Jay-Z's a
talking about
billionaire.
in a lifetime. Talking about in a lifetime.
I'm exactly
Yeah.
that. Thank you, John. I'm talking about lifetime. I'm not talking about in the next 4 years. I'm talking about in the
He's
next 30
60.
years.
How much more is his life?
30. Next 30 years, he
It could happen. I mean, it could happen. Like I said, you know,
Yo,
if he owns a
Obama's
team and
60.
appreciates, he buys into some companies. It could happen. It's not likely, but it could happen.
All you have to listen. All you have to do is that dude is so like you said, everybody loves him. Everybody think he could do no wrong. He just got to go in with a trademark deal, some type of deal, put his name somewhere, and he's gonna make cake.
He's got $1 billion brand. He just got to get the right people in place, and he could.
Look,
He's gonna make Obama steaks.
He's
Obama
a basketball
tequila.
lover. Listen, he's a basketball lover. Who's not to say that Nike's gonna come in one day and say, "Hey, how about we
Obama sneakers.
and will you get an Obama shoes and stuff for that?"
Obama's, oh my god.
Air
Yo,
bomb.
I'm
just
surprised they
saying,
don't
like-
have that already, yo. That's wow.
Obama.
He has $1 billion brand. That's
Air
the
bombers. They call
And
it
you-
air bombers with all the bombs he dropped.
and people will buy them. And people will buy them just because they have his name on it.
The
So I
drone
just-
bombs. The drone bombs, right, Carlito?
Air bombers.
I just ran some numbers. So if Obama invested 30 million of his just into like a index fund, returned 6%, let's do 7% over time, that would only give you $200 million. So without some very risky
Over how many years?
investments, it would be very hard to get to that billion.
Dude, how
no.
many Wall Street bankers went to jail when Obama was president?
What does that matter? What does that have to do
Or
with it?
maybe was it?
Exactly, that they going to hook him up, man.
They gonna hook
Come on,
him up.
Felipe, you
I
They're not
agree with you,
billionaires
John.
either, bro.
Felipe, you don't know the game, man. Just get up with the game.
I'm on John's side on that one. All right.
Sterling bought the Clippers for $12.5 million in June 1981,
Jesus.
according to reports, and he sold
Sold
for
for
$2 billion.
billion.
So if Obama does that, he could
Yeah.
conceivably become a billionaire.
Well, I see that the NBA. I don't know how much a WNBA team costs right now to invest in
Nothing.
one, but I think maybe 20 years from now they might be.
But
worth
damn,
it.
you're gonna die, Felipe? What's going
I
on?
know, right? You
I'm
have
just
to-
dying. John just goes, nah, no.
the
Lost my-
WNBA.
that was so
Or how about
funny.
that?
MLS.
MLS. How about that team? I
How
don't know
about
much
now?
about those
You just
teams.
going back.
We're America. There's no hitting in soccer. We don't like that. We're America. You gotta hit.
The only two teams that he could invest in that you see him is the Bulls and the White Sox. Those are his.
He could go for a DC team.
I know he will go. He's a Chicago guy at heart, so he will go. So
But now he's in Martha's Vineyard, so he got like a $9 million house in Martha's Vineyard right now.
I don't see it.
But if we're talking about sport teams, those are his teams. So like if somebody offer him a minority stake on those teams, he'll take them.
I see
But
more.
let's look at Jay-Z like an example. How much did Jay-Z sell his share in the Nets for when he sold it? So
Well, he didn't have that much to begin
that's
with.
what I'm saying. It's like that. That's what I see Obama doing. Like you just get
Yeah.
a small share, so
Yeah.
you could just show up to events and get your courtside seats.
Well, it's different. It's Obama, so he's gonna get he's gonna pay whatever JC paid to get twice as many shares. He's
Yeah.
gonna get a discount just for his name brand.
He should have started what the Clinton Foundation. That's what he should have did. And you know, all the rich people just funnel the money that way, like how they did
Some
for the
consulting
Clintons.
firm.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Don't put it past them.
Everybody, let me know in the comments below if you think that Obama's going to become a billionaire within the next 20, 30 years. He'll be on his way. I thought it was really surprising to see that he's 1 million above George W. Bush. But at the same time, George W. Bush was not a savvy businessman, just like his boy Trump. So that makes a lot of sense.
He's all right, though.
Well, Bush is losing money on the oil deal.
He lost a lot. And on the baseball team that he ran that into the ground.